Alright, here's the big red I bought. It's making this video a little bit late. I bought it about 2 weeks ago. When I first got it, I had it running up within the first 3 days, and I was riding it around and stuff, and freaking sheared the starter reduction gear. Because the, well, not the flywheel, it's the centrifugal clutch didn't have, well, its one-way bearing wasn't working properly, so when the motor kicks backwards, it doesn't have anything to help resist. So the only thing stopping the motor from rotating backwards is the stupid reduction gear in the starter system. So for right now, my starters, I actually got the reduction gear out, so this way no one can actually hit the starter and screw up the gears. But since the one-way bearing was gone, that means I can't even kick-start it, so I can't start it up at all. But hopefully today or tomorrow my new one-way bearing should come in, because I had ordered one, and it said it was either coming on the 17th or the 18th. But one thing I gotta do is buy new clutch plates. These ones have little to no meat on them. I mean, there's still a little bit of driving left on them, but the main problem was my springs on here. My springs were worn like really bad, like they're got all soft from over the years, so I need to replace those springs. But for now, because right now I don't have any money to buy parts fast enough, I've actually got to go somewhere with the big red. I'm going to take it out to this hunt club me and my dad have been going to for a little while. And they said, bring anything you want, do whatever the hell you want, we get to ride around and stuff. So I'm going to ride around all the property and have a blast, but I really wanted to bring Big Red. So I'm trying to get it up and going as fast as I possibly can. So since I couldn't order the new clutch plates and springs, instead I just stretched out the springs using a Colt gun. I put one in the spring inside that wire and the other end on the bottom of that disc there, so when I squeeze it, it stretches the spring. And basically I just keep doing that and stretch it out, stretch it out, stretch it out, and yeah, they seem to be definitely a lot tighter now than they were before. So I'm pretty confident my clutch won't be slipping like it was. And this right here, I'm not going to worry about replacing my clutch shoes yet, because they still got a little bit of meat left on them. It's definitely thicker than my fingernail. I'd say it's about I wish the camera would focus in, because then y'all could really see that the way the camera is focusing, it looks like there is no meat at all right here. But believe me, there is. That's not metal right there all the way out of the edge. That is not metal all the way out of the edge. There is still a good bit of material left on there. Freaking camera just can't see it for some reason. It's stupid. It's all fuzzy. But yeah, I'll show you what the one-way bearing looks like if y'all have never seen it. This right here, if I can pull it out, this is your one-way bearing. This is the one that's gone bad. You would never know it actually went bad though. That's the thing. They don't look like they wear when you pull them out. So, unless, I mean, you can't tell that it's bad just by looking at it, is what I'm trying to say, I guess. I mean, it still works at low torque. Like, I can do this and it'll still lock in every single rotation. Like, it'll still lock. But when it was on the bike, I'd kick the Kickstarter, I'd just keep spinning, 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 and then finally I'd try to turn the kickstart real slowly so I can try and work it into a non-spinning gear, I guess. Try to get it to where it locks in good. And I get the lock, and then I push down on the kickstart with full force, turn the motor over, and it just slips right over again. So one-way bearing was bad, which is also a cause for your starter reduction gear to go. So if your one-way bearing goes in your Big Red, be mindful that it can actually screw up a lot of things. Alright, yeah, ran out of space on my camera here. Yeah, where was I? Dangers of not having your one-way bearing working. Shear your starter reduction gear, the teeth will fall straight down to the flywheel, which luckily, once my starter reduction gear sheared, I did not start up the bike since. But when I had it tipped on its side, when I had the crankcase open on this side over here, let's see. Yeah, when I had this crankcase side open here, which I got it closed because of the rain that's been going on, I had it tipped on its side, and I was turning the motor over, and I could feel there was some roughness, and it didn't feel quite right. And instead of ignoring it, I put this case back on after I took the clutches out and turned the bike on its other side, opened it up, pulled this side off, and I found the 2 missing teeth from my starter reduction gear in between the stator and the flywheel. So that's big problem number 2 right there, is that those little starter reduction gear teeth that will get into parts that you really don't want them in. If I had ignored that, I probably would have just completely screwed up my stator, because I mean it was getting wedged pretty hard, and I could feel that something was in there, and I really didn't want to ignore it. So I did the right thing by opening this side up and checking it too. But I just set the valve lash today. I just checked the front brakes, which it needs new brake pads and a new cable really badly. I even tried taking the spring from down here and putting it up here to help try and pull it back down. I tried to oil up the cable. It was completely seized before. I've done my best though, but I'm just going to have to get a new cable for it and new brake pads. But for now, I just kind of stuck it back together. But I got rear brakes that are actually really, really good. There's like no wear on the rear brakes at all. And when I first pulled the rear brake pads out, there was actually no material on the brake shoes. Well, no, the material was there. It's just like I said, it came off. Like the glue that holds it onto the aluminum mold, that is basically your brake shoe. The shoes fell off of them because the glue couldn't hold up. So I actually took crazy glue and re-glued them on, and so far they've been working really good. I mean, it really doesn't take much to hold those things on, because once you squeeze the brakes, they kind of mush themselves on. I mean, it's not like they're getting pulled or anything. Yeah, this is the new Big Red. Gas tank's over there on its side. Petcock quit working. I gotta get a new one of them too. Just a bunch of BS, little things here and there that's been keep me occupied. But yeah, thing's pretty sick. Once that new one-way bearing comes. Alright, ran out of memory space for the second time now. Yeah, once that new one-way bearing comes in, it'll be awesome. Have this thing up and going again. And I do plan on replacing the rear rack, because, I mean, I guess I could keep it, but I don't like how bent up and all the bubble gum welds that are on it. All the spotty crap. I want to try and make this thing look good, because I'm actually going to replace the rear plastics completely. Found a guy who does reproduction plastics for these. He actually made them a little bit longer, so this way you don't even have to have the mud flaps on the back. It's $212 for a set, I think. And yep, gotta change the gear oil, a few other little things like that. Motor oil, it came with really good motor oil in it, so I didn't even change it when I first got it, but yeah. I'm gonna change it again. I'm gonna put some Castrol in there. Some good stuff like Castrol GTX. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Can't wait to have this thing up and going again. And run even better this time, because after I set that valve lash, it's probably going to run a little bit better. It was sputtering a little bit, and also I could just hear him clacking really, really bad, and it was just annoying. But yeah. Also, really cool feature. I've never seen anyone show anybody about the Big Red. I've never seen it on YouTube, but I'm not saying mine's the only one that has this, because obviously it's not. I'm pretty sure all the Big Reds do. The headlight is removable and has probably about 20-30 feet of wire in there, so you can walk it around like a big old spotlight. It's pretty cool. But no one's ever showed that, as far as I can see. Yeah, there you go. Now y'all know. Pretty cool. Headlight, high beam, and low beam still work. One of the tail lights still works. That means we're still getting power back there. I'm going to replace the tail lights, make them look good again. One of them's got a crack in it. The other one's fine. I need to replace one of them. Need to get all my need to get new stickers for it and everything. Paint that freaking gas tank because someone fiberglassed it and primed it. Never painted it. Did a really good job at fiberglass. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good. But I think I might just want to get a replacement gas tank because there's a ton of rust shavings in there. I mean, it is nasty looking. Well, yeah, that's it, y'all. I'll keep you posted on what happens to the three-wheeler. I'll get a good little video of inside when I finally break her open again when the part comes. Should be pretty soon. Alright, see ya.